The Cloud Repatriation Reckoning, a Strategia-X deep dive. In 2022, the CTO who built Ruby on Rails opened his annual cloud invoice and found a number he could no longer defend. 37 signals spent $3,201,564 on cloud that year, running the kind of steady, predictable workloads that public cloud is supposed to make cheap. 2 years later, the same company had pulled Basecamp, Hey, and 5 other apps back onto hardware it owns, spent roughly $700,000 on Dell servers, and watched its cloud bill fall by about $2 million a year. The hardware paid for itself inside 12 months. The 5-year savings projection now tops $10 million. That is not a contrarian stunt. It is arithmetic that thousands of finance leaders are quietly rerunning. Gartner expects worldwide public cloud spending to hit $723.4 billion in 2025, up 21.5% in a single year. And somewhere inside that number is a margin transfer most companies never modeled. Flexera's 2025 State of the Cloud report found organizations waste 27% of their cloud spend and overshoot their cloud budgets by 17%, with 84% naming cloud cost management as their single biggest cloud problem. Here is the reframe most CIOs still have not made. Cloud first was never a strategy optimized for your balance sheet. It was optimized for someone else's. The hyperscaler's gross margin is your operating expense, and at scale, the line between renting and owning stops being a convenience question and becomes a capital allocation decision. The companies repatriating right now are not nostalgic. They did the math, and the math changed. The intellectual cover for this shift did not come from a hardware vendor. It came from one of the most cloud bullish venture firms on earth. In 2021, Sarah Wang and Martin Casado of Andreessen Horowitz published The Cost of Cloud, a $1 trillion paradox. And the conclusions landed hard precisely because of who wrote them. Analyzing 50 of the top public software companies, a 16Z estimated that cloud infrastructure costs were eroding roughly $100 billion of aggregate market value by weighing down margins. Their framing has aged into a maxim. You are crazy if you do not start in the cloud, and you are crazy if you stay on it. The reason is structural. Cloud is brilliant when you are small, unpredictable, and racing to product market fit. The moment your workloads become large and predictable, you are paying a premium for elasticity you no longer need. Their headline case was Dropbox. The company saved nearly $75 million over 2 years by moving most workloads off public cloud onto custom-built infrastructure in leased co-location facilities. The result showed up where it matters most. Dropbox gross margins climbed from 33% to 67% between 2015 and 2017, an improvement the company attributed primarily to infrastructure optimization. A 16Z's blunt estimate was that repatriation can cut a heavy cloud bill by roughly half. This is not fringe. The survey data is damning. According to a Barclays CIO survey from late 2024, 86% of CIOs plan to move at least some workloads from public cloud back to private or on-premises environments, the highest reading the survey had recorded. IDC's numbers point the same direction. Its June 2024 research found that about 80% of organizations expected some repatriation of compute and storage within the following 12 months, while only 8 to 9% planned a full exit. Read that carefully because it is the whole point. Repatriation is not a stampede out of cloud. It is surgical. Companies are pulling the specific workloads where the economics inverted and leaving the rest. A Citrix survey of 350 US IT leaders found that 94% had been involved in a cloud repatriation project in the prior 3 years, and 42% had already moved or were considering moving at least half of their cloud workloads back. The argument lives or dies on real numbers. So here are real numbers from companies that publish theirs. The pattern is consistent. Ahrefs avoided roughly $400 million by never fully going to cloud. When you run hundreds of servers at high, steady utilization, owning the iron wins by an order of magnitude. Myth 1. On-prem means a return to racking servers in a closet. It does not. Modern repatriation means leasing space in a co-location facility with the same deployment ergonomics engineers expect from cloud. Myth 2, you will need to hire a huge ops team. 37 Signals executed its entire exit without adding any new operations staff. Modern orchestration collapsed the operational tax. Myth 3, repatriation is an all or nothing bet. This is the costliest myth. The smart pattern is hybrid by design. Keep the bursty workloads in cloud. Pull the data-heavy workloads onto owned hardware. The reason this catches teams off guard is that no single line item screams. The cloud bill grows the way a frog boils. Egress fees and the always-on premium compound silently. The cleanest case for owning hardware in 2026 is the most expensive line item on the modern P and L, GPU compute. The rent versus own gap shows up on a GPU server in a single quarter. An 8-way H100 server bought outright amortizes to roughly $2.07 per GPU hour. On AWS, it lists at $7.50. On Azure, closer to $12. That is a 3 to 6 times premium. Hyperscaler capital expenditure is forecast to clear $600 billion in 2026. Every dollar of that build-out is a dollar the cloud intends to rent back to you at a margin. Training is bursty and unpredictable. Inference is the opposite, a steady, high-utilization workload. AI did not make the math obsolete. It made the gap wider. The decision is not philosophical. Run every workload through 4 questions. Is the load predictable? How data heavy is it? What is the real TCO? Where is the regulatory gravity? The mistake is not choosing cloud or choosing metal. The mistake is choosing once in 2015 and never rerunning the model as your workloads matured. Cloud first was a strategy optimized for someone else's balance sheet. Cloud Smart is optimized for yours. Reclamation is measured in millions of dollars. Strategia-X is the senior operator that reruns the unit economics before the invoice does it for you. I'm Rocky, and this is Strategia-X. Take good care.